Welcome back to the flooded compound. And the same old story of broken down trucks. In today's episode, the brake pad mysteriously broke free somehow or another and practically slipped off the disc. I suddenly started hearing some grinding noises, which this rotor is already scored, but as you can see, this just happened right here, that further damage to the already damaged rotor. In my lifetime of experience, this is something relatively rare for a brake pad to just... They were installed like, I don't know, a few months back, and just suddenly one day was like yesterday. I suddenly heard like a grinding sound when I was applying the brake. So now I have the caliper off, and the condition of that brake pad is about 50% or less. And look at this thing. Hardly even worn right here at this end. And completely scraped at this end. It slipped off because apparently there's supposed to be a bracket right there holding it in place, as exhibited by this one right here. So once again, cheap Chinese parts strike again. This has got, what, about 20%, 30%, so I'll just put that on there. And well, yeah, obviously I have to, I'm holding onto the camera, I gotta slide those two pieces over the holes there, and we'll put that on. No, I am not climbing under the vehicle. As you can see, I'm on the side of it in case it slides off the jack. I'm not under the vehicle. And besides, if you put jack stands under here, they would sink into the ground just like that. So jack stands. Okay. Jack stands are basically for when you're crawling under the car, so it does not fall on you. I mean, back in the day, actually not that long ago, most cars don't come with a jack anymore, but back in the day, like the old cars used to have a bumper jack. The bumper jack didn't also come with a jack stand, did it? Provided by the car company for changing your wheel. Well, this is basically all you're doing when you're doing brakes. You're taking the wheel off, and you're really not going any further into the vehicle. What, a couple inches? Not even? Because I noticed not only on my channel when you're working on a car, but other channels, if it's apparent that there's no jack stands, you get all those comment people. Where's the jack stands? And I always say, oh, they're at AutoZone. So, after snapping it on correctly, as you can see right there, I plan on installing it. Alright, nice and snug and secure. Well, here's a Michelin tire that's been laying around the compound, but there is some tread left to it. It's a 16-inch So I'm going to utilize that. I think the profile is not the same as the other one. This one right here, which is the steering wheel started shaking. See how that is? What's happening is the dry rot eventually got to it. See how it's not ripped right there? It started ripping right there. And what we got is, I don't know if the camera can show it very well, but it's higher right here. So it's making the steering wheel shake. It's too bad because there's plenty of tread left to this. I got this tire for free. Of course, the problem with free is it's cheap. And cheap gets expensive. Because I'm currently experiencing downtime. Well, this isn't the only reason why I'm having downtime. This place. I'm going to grab this pallet right here and bring it inside the warehouse and show you how badly flooded it is in there. Well, here's the pallet, and look at this place. Look how far in the water goes. I'm actually afraid to walk on this water because of stray electricity possibilities. This is about as far as I'm willing to go in here. So basically the place is under, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches of water. The whole building. There's really nothing I can do about it. I'm out of luck. You right? Out of luck. See, the floor here is way lower, and the ground heaves. It goes up and down because of the freezing and the thawing and all that. I'm not allowed to dig a ditch because, first of all, the ground under here is just all rock. So you would need machinery to dig in there. So ordinary shovel just won't do it. And right now the ground is frozen anyway, so as you can see there's still ice. So I'm not allowed to drain it or pump it or nothing. Otherwise, don't you think I would have done something about it by now? Right here is what I call survival scraps. 15 pounds. 15 pounds in there. And 26 pounds brass. Right there. 26 and 15. 26 and 15? 15 minus the bucket. Alright, true poverty and survival. What did we get? We got $50.40 for the brass and $42.90 for the number 2 copper. So a total of $93.30. And wintertime survival scraps.
Steal food from the homeless.